Alright, so I'm Gert. I came over because we know that you're not able to attend the family reunion this year, and we still wanted you to be a part of what was going on. And so we thought that, especially for those that wanted to see you there, we thought it would be a good idea to just hear a few words of some things that you would like to say.
Uh, I'm sorry that I won't be able to be with you all today at the family reunion. My heart is there, my thoughts are there, but due to my physical condition, it was kind of impossible for me to be there. And I hope everybody will have a wonderful time, and I'll be thinking about you and wishing that I could be there.
I learned about your father, James, and your mother, Mariah, and all of your brothers and sisters. So, can you kind of tell us a little bit about what it was like growing up with your mom and dad and your brothers and sisters?
Well, to me, it was wonderful. I didn't know anything else. It was a bit. I come from a huge family, which is 6 brothers and three. There were three. With myself, there were 3 girls, 6 boys and 3 girls, and it was. I would think, I would think that I had a wonderful time. Naturally, not knowing anything else, and I know I had a wonderful mom and dad. Although, as I was growing up, we didn't always think that they were wonderful, but they were. And looking back on the time, they was more than wonderful, because it's my dad. He was the head of the family. What he said, that's what goes. And they were always around. We grew up as close. We were very close, because one had to look after the other one, because mom couldn't take it and look after all of us at one time. So we all had duties to do, and everybody had to carry his own weight. Although, you know, a lot of us tried to dodge doing what we had to do, but when it all boiled down, you had to answer to the cause why you didn't do it. And that was straightened out between mom and papa. Life was kind of wonderful, in a sense. Not knowing anything other than farming and being in the country and the living country life. I think it's when I look back on life now, you get to be more closer to people. Be more closer to people than you do when you in the city, and families are even closer. It's nothing like your family.
So, my next question for you, Gert, is what does family mean to you?
To me, family means the greatest thing that you could ever own is a family. To be a part of a family, to be a part of a loving group of people, what you call family. Is I think everybody would like to have a family. Uh, those who have families and those who don't have families, they probably don't want families once they experience having a family that's close, a family that want to know all the members of the family, want to know all about them, good or bad, whatever. And to know who you're connected with, know where you come from.
All right, so in closing, my last question, Gert, is what advice or words would you like to share with the younger generations as they move to expand the family and have families of their own and just continue our legacy?
Well, the best I could say is to, make a commitment to one another. You have to think in terms of yourself. You have to feel as though in order to make that commitment, you treat people the way you like to be treated, but you always have to remember you're not Siamese twins. Even if you were, you wouldn't always get along. So always try to do things to try to understand people. You just try to understand. Try to understand your mate and understand where they're coming from. And even though if you both don't think the same thing or feel the same way, if you love them, love is the greatest thing that there ever was and there will ever be. And you have to love one another like you love yourself. We all know that everybody is not alike, and everybody don't feel the same way, and everybody don't think the same way. But you have to think for yourself and think for the other fellow to keep from getting into trouble. And with those things in mind, Jehovah sees all things we say, all things he sees all things we do, and he knows all the things we say. And he bless those who strive to do what is right and pleasing in his sight. And you may not agree with everything somebody says, but you can be blessed by a lot of things that people, like your mate or even your family tells you. And children, please obey your parents. You may say they ain't up to date on what's going on and they don't know where it's at, but you find out in later days you don't know where it's at.